When the infantry and the special forces can't finish the job, then the transhuman super soldiers are called in. These warriors are the elites of the elite, created for one thing and one thing only, and that is to neutralize and defeat the enemy at all costs. They are often more powerful, faster, smarter, and more well equipped and better trained than even the special forces of a sci-fi human army. And so here in this video we will compare 4 of these super soldiers from different franchises: the Augments from Star Trek, the Ghosts of Starcraft, the Spartans of Halo, and the Astartes of 40k. So let's get to it. The Spartans are super soldiers from the Halo universe created by the UNSC. Selected recruits have to go through a process of rigorous physical and mental training, combined with advanced genetic enhancements that push their bodies to the limit and gives them super strength, speed, and endurance to fight the insurrectionists and the aliens of the Halo universe, meaning the Covenant. The Astartes, on the other hand, are also hand-picked individuals that are made to go through unbelievable training and conditioning before being put through a gene seed implantation process that converts them into superhuman warriors with a range of unique abilities. The Augments in Star Trek are genetically enhanced humans created through advanced eugenics programs. They possess superior strength, intelligence, and agility compared to ordinary humans. And lastly, the Ghosts are trained covert operatives in the StarCraft universe, working for the Terran Dominion. They undergo intense physical and psychic training, enhancing their abilities with cloaking technology and advanced weaponry. So that, in a nutshell, is the introduction to these super soldiers in this comparison. In the game of numbers, we can just say that most of us already know who the winner is. Of course, it's the Space Marines, are also called the Astartes of 40k, with more than 1 million of them spread over 1,000 organizations called chapters across the Imperium of Man across the galaxy. Then next we have the Ghosts of Starcraft, which although were rare, there still could have been hundreds of these operatives spread all over the Dominion. Then comes the Augments and the Spartans. Both of these soldiers, these super soldiers, number in the double digits at the most. For size, the biggest of them all is the Space Marine, again, standing at 7.5 feet tall, while the Spartans come in at nearly 7 feet, followed by the Ghosts and Augments, which are more or less a bit taller than normal human size. When it comes to strength, Space Marines are stated to be about 1 order of magnitude stronger than a normal human. That means they are at least 10 to 20 times stronger. The weakest Marines can lift 2.7 tons over their heads and push 5.4 tons. The Spartan-IIs are capable of lifting 3 times their own body weight, which means 3 times 150 kilograms, and that is 450 kilograms, or let's just say half a ton. That is still 6 to 7 times lesser than an average Astartes warrior. The Augments of Star Trek were said to be 5 times stronger than a normal human, which means they are at least as strong as a Spartan. The Ghosts of Starcraft, however, weren't really meant to be super enhanced in strength. They were a step above the rest, of course, but not to the level of Spartan or even an Augment, so they are physically the least strongest. For speed, we can clearly say that the Spartans are really fast and nimble fighters. So with their armor on, they are able to achieve speeds of 50 miles an hour or nearly 80 kilometers per hour on average. For the Star Trek Augments, they were said to be 5 times stronger, but that doesn't really mean 5 times faster as well. So they may be around 3 times as fast. So if an average man can run 25 kilometers per hour top speed, then these Augments can easily achieve 60 to 80 kilometers per hour. While the Space Marines, and many times appear to be slow and bulky, don't let that fool you. They regularly reach speeds of 50 miles an hour or 80 kilometers per hour. And some individuals can be faster, like the Master Chief of the Halo Spartans, breaking the 100 km per hour record. The Terran Ghosts with their armor on can outrun any human or basic Zerg, which means they can also achieve similar speeds of 60 to 80 km per hour. Now for intelligence, Spartans along with their rigorous training from a young age also receive education on strategic thinking, battlefield tactics, and problem solving. Their Mjolnir armor includes an advanced AI support like Cortana with the Master Chief, which boosts their situational awareness and decision-making capabilities. Space Marines are genetically enhanced to have superior cognitive functions, including rapid learning, memory retention, and advanced strategic thinking. Their enhanced brains allow them to process information quickly and make decisions under extreme conditions. Some are also psychic, while at the same time having the ability to extract memories from eating the flesh of their enemies. The Star Trek Augments possess exceptional intelligence, far surpassing that of any average human. They are all genius-level specimens capable of rapid learning, strategic planning, and complex problem-solving skills. Khan Noonien Singh, for example, is portrayed as a brilliant strategist and a leader, and that is single-handedly one of the gravest threats to the entire Federation. Now Ghosts are highly intelligent operatives selected for their mental acuity as well as their physical potential. Their training includes advanced tactics, espionage, and technical skills, making them capable of handling complex missions behind enemy lines. But it is their psychic abilities that gives them a unique insight and perception, acting like a force multiplier for their tactical thinking. Now for armor, the powered assault armor of the Spartans is called the Mjolnir armor, and this is made of a titanium alloy, with an energy shielding system over that, and a microfusion power cell, and an inner skin suit. This shielding and alloy is very resilient and can take significant punishment, and is nearly impervious to any small arms fire. However, 50 caliber bullets can disable the shield after a few shots, and then pierce the armor with a few hits, if they are hit on the same spot, that is. As for the Astartes power armor, this here is a completely enclosed suit of combat armor made up of adamantium and plasteel plating, encased in a ceramite ablative layer. They also use microfusion cells as power units. Its durability is off the charts. Bullets and 50 caliber rounds will just bounce off of it. Even the laser weapons do no harm. Only bolters, melters, plasma, and other heavier weaponry can penetrate this armor. From Star Trek, the Augments, like any of the infantry from Star Trek, are never really seen to wear any type of armor. So coming to Ghosts, the hostile environment suit, also known as a skin suit or a stealth suit, is the standard issue combat gear for a Terran Ghost, and it is one of the most sophisticated technologies ever created by humanity in this universe. It provides Ghosts with exceptional protection and stealth capabilities. Originally developed for miners, this advanced suit is made from polymer light refracting nanofibers that cover the body, and it includes a helmet or a headpiece that gives it extra protection. Now let's take a look at the standard issue weapons for these super soldiers. The Spartan is armed with an assault rifle called an MA5 that shoots AK-47 sized bullets, but with a higher velocity and a denser projectile, which might be considered almost like armor penetration in the modern day. This rifle also has a grenade launcher attached to it. The Augments of Star Trek goes off to fight using a lot of wits and phasers, the standard weapon of any individual in this universe. These phasers can stun, kill, and even vaporize depending on power level adjustments. The Ghosts of Starcraft are armed with a very powerful rifle called an AGR-14. It is a Gauss rifle that fires 8mm jacketless slugs at supersonic speeds, with a magazine that can have depleted uranium rounds, steel-tipped anti-personnel rounds, and incendiary rounds, all fired through magnetic acceleration at a rate of 28 rounds per second. Now lastly, the Space Marines have the bolter as their standard issue weapon, firing 20mm equivalent sized rounds that are assisted with rocket propellants in mid-flight from their slugs, and these slugs explode a few microseconds after impact, blowing the enemy apart from the inside out. We can safely say that each one of these super soldiers are trained with every form of combat, of battle tactics, and are capable of strategic thinking as well. So now let's go on to their unique abilities. In Space Seed, Khan Noonien Singh displays his vastly superior intelligence by rapidly absorbing centuries worth of history. This allows him to catch up on everything that has happened since Star Trek's eugenics wars, giving him information that he needs in just a very short amount of time. The Spartans of Halo, aside from their speed, strength, and armor, also have a very interactive AI that serves as a force multiplier, being their second set of eyes and ears, as well as assisting in analyzing battlefield environments, giving the Spartans superior situational awareness. The Ghosts of Starcraft can vanish into thin air with their stealth suits. They can also read minds, and they have limited telekinetic abilities. They were trained to combine psionics and technology to see through walls and objects with heat vision. They also use their hostile environment suit and psionic powers to greatly increase their speed and reflexes. Now for the Space Marine, he has 2 hearts, 3 lungs, clot their wounds in seconds, they can absorb memory by eating the flesh of the enemies or even friends, they can spit acid, hibernate in a cocoon, and certain individuals even have psychic powers that can lay low mountains at will, so yeah. In a comparison, in a nutshell, we have the Space Marines with the most numbers, and being the biggest in size. Then for speed, they are all tied in with the same record, with all of them running at speeds of 80 km per hour. For raw physical strength, The Space Marine also has them beat, with the Ghost being the least without psionic enhancement. For intelligence, we gotta give it to the Augments of Star Trek cause they were genetically created to be super geniuses, each one of them, while not bashing the other three as they are also around the genius levels too. For armor, we have to give it to the Terran Ghosts of Starcraft as they can vanish without a trace, as well as allow the user to see through walls and shit. In the weapons category, the Bolter and the AGR-14 Gauss rifles can be considered as a tie, with the Bolter having a more destructive ability, while the AGR-14 having the range being a sniper rifle. For special abilities, it's nice to say that each one of them have their own talents, but I don't really give a shit about this holistic everybody is a winner shit attitude. The Astartes have the most special abilities, while the Spartans and the Augments have basically none. Well, the Augments are very intelligent, and Spartans have an AI that assists them. So I would guess that it would be the Astartes versus the Ghosts in the final showdown. One is a sniper, a really sneaky bastard that can just vanish in thin air, while the other is a genius brute that can basically take hits all the time. So take your pick. And with that we come to the end of the video, so if you want to browse for other sci-fi content then check out our channel. Subscribe, like for support, and while you're at it bang on the bell icon for notifications. Till the next time, take care boys.